From the world-famous Kew Gardens to a new garden planned for central London. So let's head over to Luxmy in Regent's Park, because Luxmy, this is to honour the late Queen Elizabeth.
That's right, Riz. I'm actually at Queen Mary's Rose Gardens here, and yes, the green light has been given for a new garden in honour of the late Queen Elizabeth II. It's something that has had planning permission approved today, but it is already underway. Work has begun at a disused plant nursery site. It's a demolition site at the moment, but we can show you artists' impressions of what it's due to look like. It's a 2-acre site with a pond. Sustainability and biodiversity is at the heart of it, and it will also have a flower garden showcasing species that are particularly significant to the Queen, including among her favourites, lily of the valley. It's scheduled to be complete in 2026, which will mark 100 years since her birth, and when it does, that will then bring more space here in the park for people to enjoy when the weather is summery enough. And we have, haven't we, had a little bit more summery weather in recent weeks, but you may have found it perhaps a bit too much. Maybe the rain that came today was a welcome relief from some of those searing temperatures we had. The hottest temperature in our region in July was recorded in Writtle, near Chelmsford in Essex. And so we sent our reporter Stuart Woodward to the village, to a pick-your-own farm, to find out how the recent conditions have affected the crop of sunflowers there.
Sunflowers as far as the eye can see. 80,000 of them, in fact, just outside Writtle, which means there's plenty for the public to choose from.
Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. I came the other day with my mum, and my daughter wanted to come as well, so we've come back again to see it. But it's just so peaceful here.
It's like a whole farm of flowers. There's so many, you could probably take days to count them all.
We love it. Yeah, it's really pretty.
In the maze, the sunflowers were big and they had a smiley face.
This pick-your-own family business has been running for 20 years, but trading this summer was far from guaranteed. Joe says that the wet winter and spring made for challenging conditions, and some of their competitors have struggled to open.
Lots of people found it too cold to plant their flowers this year, and it was too wet. But ours have done well. We try to collaborate with other sunflower farms around the country, and there's several that just haven't been able to open, sadly, this year. The conditions just weren't right when they were planting them. So we consider ourselves very lucky that we've got this year.
Writtle saw temperatures of up to 31 degrees last month, the highest in our region. The Met Office says it's because East Anglia and the South East are less affected by the Atlantic climate, and we're closer to the continent. Whatever the magic formula is, it's helped to create a microclimate in Writtle, which is perfect for growing these.
And this is what I've got so far.
As well as sunflowers, people can cut their own wildflowers here too, like Holly's been doing.
Hopefully I'll end up with 2 or 3 bunches of these by the time I'm finished, so I can give them to my family when I get home. It's such a good thing to do, like to get everyone out during the summer. Like you say, it's better than just going to the garden centre or going to the shop, pick a bunch of flowers. Like, you can pick what you want, make it what you want, and I think that's a really nice idea.
With more sunshine on the way, these sunflowers will be pleasing the crowds here for a few more weeks yet before the harvest comes. Stuart Woodward, BBC London, Writtle.
I'm trying to feel like I'm there. There's such a cheery flower and apparently symbolise positivity and loyalty, amongst other things.